All right, welcome back to another exciting week of streaming the Esports Ohio Overwatch 2 League. I'm Nate,
And I'm Ty.
and we are back again this week to see Mineral Ridge versus St. Xavier. Hoping to have a lovely match today.
Yeah, hopefully it's a better turnout than last time.
Yes, the past two times we've streamed these matches, we have seen complete like 3-0 sweeps, and I'm hoping for something a little better this time around.
too.
I'm hoping to actually have a little bit of a match, a little bit of a back and forth going on, but we'll see. Both of these schools have phenomenal esports programs. I'm very excited to see what they bring to the table this week. Um, Again, hopefully we'll have a little bit more back and forth.
Yeah, definitely hope we have a little bit more back and forth, a little bit more of a fighting chance from coming from both sides. Hope to see who comes out on top.
Very excited for that. But before we get started here, I want to give a big thanks to our partners and sponsors: Cleveland Clinic Sports Health's healthcare provider, Corsair, our exclusive peripheral provider, Elgato, exclusive streaming device partner, ViewSonic, monitor and display partner, Arista, exclusive network device partner. If you would like to check out any more information on our sponsors, please check out the links below. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in a few weeks, but speaking of Overwatch, there's something that personally I want to brag about. I just bought this massive model of Genji's sword, takes up my entire dresser.
Oh
It
man, that
is
sounds so
phenomenal.
cool.
It's so sick. I'm really personally, it just gets me even more excited to watch this. Gets me even more excited to be sitting here commentating. Seeing this lovely gameplay with all of you guys. Honestly, like just very excited for this week overall.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the turnout is I came in on the last one and it looked like it was a pretty good matchup. So these esports teams they're pulling out all the stops.
They are. You know, I'm like again, so far this season has been like very convincingly one sided. And I'm like just I'm getting so excited as we get later in the season, as we get later, as we see these teams with better records facing off against one another. Just very excited to actually see you know, some back and forth, some good counterplay, some good like counter picking, some good communications, things like
Some good
everything
team
coming.
comps, everything.
Exactly. Yes. Very excited to see that today, and hopefully Mineral Ridge and St. Xavier can be our first match today that will not be a 3-0.
Right.
Very excited. Either way, it's super excited to see these two teams face off and give us a showing of a lifetime, no matter what. We can into them in just a few moments if you'd like to stick with us as we get started here real quick. You know, listening to our banter every once in a while. um,
Have you been playing any?
no, I personally haven't. But yeah, it looks you know, like a been a bit busy with work, things like that. But obviously, I keep up a little bit. I was talking about running out and buying that massive Genji sword recently. Definitely, you know, still try to keep up with the game because obviously it's something that's very important to me. As
Me too.
I know it's very important to all of you guys as well. It looks like we're gonna get started here in just 1 second, hopping into the match. And Rusty Ilyang Tower for our first match here. We have on Mineral Ridge's side, we have Orisa, Bastion, Reaper, Mercy, and Lucio. On St. Xavier, we have Reinhardt, Baptiste, Lucio, Symmetra, and Bastion. Very interesting comps from both sides of these teams.
I like the Symmetra and the Reinhardt combo. I like that.
Definitely.
As far as them being on the same team.
I could definitely see Symmetra though just launching the teleporter and then like switching off, which seems like
we're getting a little bit of that.
oh no, we're actually getting some real Symmetra action here, which is not something you see very often. Looks like Mineral Ridge is running with this Bastion Orisa like a bit more of a traditional bunker comp where you don't really have too many shields going around. And like with the reworks of Bastion and Orisa and Overwatch 2, you have a lot more mobility than these types of comps used to have. Looks like both teams are wow, already an early pick from St. Xavier needing to be res. Very good to have that used right off the bat. Sneaky Turtle and Mineral Ridge trying to go off on a flank here. Very interesting. Both team it looks like St. Xavier got the first point. I really like what started to turn the tide to is that early pick on that Lucio. Like forcing the res to be used early on was huge. And then just after that, you're able to just keep pushing back, keep pressing forward, and that is
good at pushing them back. It looks like they're not really having much of a chance to win, but we'll see what happens here.
Exactly. And St. Xavier already has the Symmetra ult online. Barrier, it's not the best ult in the game, but it still does. It's I mean,
pretty useful.
Yeah, it has its versatility. It has its uses. But it looks like Mineral Ridge clapping right back with an instant first pick, and wow. Definitely, just walling off that choke is phenomenal, forcing them to push into where you're setting up. But it looks like Sneaky Turtle on Mineral Ridge got the flank on Hexa, killing one of the supports. St. Xavier's Insago is actually like kind of going off a little bit on the Symmetra. Oliver keeping the team alive, doing what he can, but it is not enough. Both teams are actually pushing back, and this is our first time on our control map we're actually seeing somebody claim a point at a reasonable percent.
They didn't get too far. They're still at 55%, so we'll see what they do as far as holding the point.
Both teams are actually seeing some very even match here right now. Both teams have shown similar but different comps, some very good spacing, some very good pushes from each other, calling out those picks. Ooh, yeah, Bastion all going off, not actually finding any picks, but still getting some very important damage on the team, forcing them to use those ults and cooldowns. Sigma Yitrock on Orisa is trying to hold them back while, ooh, there is a flank coming from Sneaky Turtle, living up to his name. There was a Reinhardt ult that went off there, but didn't seem to find any pick, and there's just a mess. Everyone is just pressing Q and mouse 1 right now. This is, wow, it seems like, and this ult exchange and this team fight, St. Xavier is going to come out on top. Very phenomenal work. You can actually see that the support got staggered there a little bit. Very good advantage. Already Xavier's going off right now, trying to pick out like get these early team fights. And it looks like Baptiste already has his ult again. Actually, it is 3 ults on St. Xavier's side versus only 2, maybe 3 soon from Mineral Ridge. Not looking good for this next team fight. I want to talk about Oliver here on this Baptiste that we're seeing right now. He is phenomenally jumping around, being able to keep the entire team alive right now. Like, it's showing some very good placing, some very good shots right now.
Especially if they got a 50 on the other side.
Definitely, we're seeing him be able to like jump around, get around way more often. And it looks like that could contribute to the huge advantage that St. Xavier had over Mineral Ridge, because as St. Xavier took that first map, honestly, with a bit more of a fight than for Mineral Ridge than we traditionally see on these.
I was gonna say, it looks like let's see who comes out on the top on the second one. Maybe Mineral Ridge will come out on top.
Definitely, we can definitely see a bit of a shaking up here as we are going to our second map here. St. Xavier seems to be St. Xavier actually switching off to a Doomfist. Very exciting. I love Doomfist on these sort of maps. These phenomenal, so much fun. Mineral Ridge sticking to something similar. It seems like it's switching just the Orisa out to a Ramatra and also switching from Bastion to a Symmetra of their own. Very interesting.
Looks like we got like a bit of a whole team change here for St. Xavier.
Definitely. We're seeing Sombra, Brig, Lucio again, Genji. It looks like Mineral Ridge is going to touch the point first, but that's not going to matter too much with Smoke on that Doomfist trying to clean up some space here, trying to just claim space at that point. Have the Sombra reworks went live yet, or are those are those just on the playtest server?
I think it's server. I don't know if they released any information about it dropping yet, but
all right. Well, very interesting to see those. Very interesting to see a Sombra here, but it looks like Insa just accidentally SD'd right now. That is never something you want to be seeing, especially at the start of a team fight like this. Mineral Ridge does get the point first, but
keep it up.
so definitely St. Xavier pushing in on that Doomfist. I love watching Smoke on this Doomfist because he knows when to back up. He's not overextending. He's just sitting, poking ult charges, already like trying to just disrupt the enemy team, and it's working phenomenally right now. Going out with the Doomfist already, trying to at least get a pick or at least isolate someone, and that worked out perfectly. Isolated the Symmetra.
Looks like they're gonna be out to keep them off. Even though Mineral Ridge is under the pressure.
Definitely, that break did get hacked from on St. Xavier's side, but it didn't really look, or no, not on St. Xavier's side. Interesting. Looks like though Mineral Ridge did. EMP goes off, gets a massive hack, and oh my god, that it just cleans up for Mineral Ridge right now. We have 5 versus 3 on point. It's not looking good right now. And sound barrier going off. Wow, St. Xavier is trying to clean up this point. Wow, actually, no, Mineral Ridge is trying to save this point. It is very, very close right now. St. Xavier just can't seem to actually like capture it. It's showing finally like St. Xavier manages to capture the point, but it doesn't like. No, Lucio touches just barely. Okay, finally capturing the point, but at 71%. That was a huge hold by Mineral Ridge right there. Very, very smart of them to just play to their advantage. They had the point first. They didn't need to push forward. They didn't need, and they knew exactly like just bunker down, try to keep everything they could right on the point.
Yeah,
and
I think that one loss that it might not hurt them too much. I think that they kind of need that to regroup.
That was kind of a nasty boop from Oliver, trying to take the Mineral Ridge's Lucio off the map. But it, obviously with Lucio, it's very hard to actually take him off the map like that. Looks like we have a Dragon Blade and a wow, Mineral Ridge is just blowing, or St. Xavier's blowing ults right now, just trying to keep this point as long as they can. Just team wipes Mineral Ridge. Though this is kind of honestly not looking good for St. Xavier because they have less time on the point and now significantly less ults. We're having at least 2, possibly 3 ults coming into the next team fight. Definitely not looking very good for them, but Smoke is going to try to get some little bit of poke damage, it seems like, trying to pull back. Are they just letting Mineral Ridge take the point. I mean,
Maybe.
maybe they just kind of know that like that's a team fight they aren't winning. I'm hoping they have some sort of strategy and they're not just like
Just
bat.
giving it up.
Yeah, it seemed like they were waiting for somebody. Now that I
Yeah,
was looking at it, which makes sense. Makes sense. You do not want to go into a team fight like this all alone. Looks like Smoke is going in trying to clean up the kill on that Symmetra and
and the
Mercy.
Mercy.
Yeah, very smart. Just I he found his target and just completely isolated them.
I
Just
agree.
worked to try to like get them off.
Taking
Uh,
them down one by one. It seems like he's trying to.
Definitely, that's what Doomfist was always good at in Overwatch 1, and still, even though his damage output is not quite as good, still really good at it in Overwatch 2. Looks like he's trying. The entirety of Saint Xavier is trying to just stay on the point. They can't leave the point now. They are at a significant disadvantage now. Honestly, like backing off, it might have I'm not entirely sure if I agree with that, but
Me
like when they
neither.
backed off right at the beginning, but it looks like they're still trying to touch point. They're still trying to hold on right now. I'm not even sure who's is it.
Me neither.
It looks
Oh,
like
we got one.
Smoke on Doomfist
Okay.
that's on the point. Makes sense. Doomfist has a lot of survivability tools and can last for a very long time. And it looks like it lasted
Absolutely.
just long enough to get everyone else on the point right now. Smoke. I want to talk about Smoke. Trying it always seems to know exactly where those turrets are and just like absolutely taking out those Symmetra turrets. But it doesn't look like it's gonna matter too much as Mineral Ridge actually gets our
Takes it.
second map.
Oof.
Very exciting actually here right now. As we have a game on our hands, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
do. We got 1-on-1 on both sides. We're gonna see who takes the cake.
Yes, I'm quite excited to see on the last point. Always a very fun map right here. I'm actually really excited to see if there's any shakeups here because I love Doomfist on this map personally. Though we'll see. It looks like Mineral Ridge is actually planning to stick to a pretty similar comp. I mean, it worked for them last time. Well, why shake it up? Saint Xavier looks to switch up to a Junker Queen. Junker Queen Sojourn comp, still also now switching to a Symmetra of their own. Very interesting here. All right, let's see them all go out. Looks like Mineral or Saint Xavier, apologies, is trying to take that take the left flank and just instantly teleport into point. They learned last. Looks like Mineral Ridge had a very similar idea, but as soon as they meet, it's just not even close. Saint Xavier just absolutely landing the shots, just completely out DPSs and cleans up Mineral Ridge. Wow, that
Yeah, definitely Smoke knows his ADCs for sure. The way he
definitely.
came in and he was cleaning house and took down the Symmetra turns, and he plays pretty strategically as far as where he needs to be. So I like to play from Smoke.
Definitely. I personally, I'm a big Smoke fan right now, but I am
Me
also
too.
very excited to see how Mineral Ridge is going to come back from this. It looks like we're trying to get some damage out there. I love these Ramatra barrier placements, doing as much work as they can,
Getting the
making it.
Symmetra at the flank.
Yeah, making also Saint Xavier use that Mercy res early on is huge right now. Though Saint Xavier does get the Symmetra caught off right now, it's currently a 4v5, which is not exactly where you want to be now. 5v or 4v3. Looks like Mineral Ridge switching off to a Mei, a very interesting pick right now.
Okay.
But honestly, always has been classic and very good on this map. Looks like Immortality Field had to go off to try to save the Ramatra here, but it's not going to
Didn't
really
work.
help all that
Yeah.
much. Immortality Field's a phenomenal tool, but when you're using it to attempt to save just your tank, it never feels good. And it looks like we have multiple ults coming online from St. Xavier right now, and just a completely dominant performance, frankly, on this map. I like this is not what we've seen like previously from
At
both
all.
teams.
They're both putting up a pretty good fight, but it looks like Saint Xavier's holding that point pretty well.
They are. They're using a lot of these flanks perfectly, setting up turrets, setting up look even right now, just like trying to get like a little bit of poke damage. It's not a lot, but it's enough to like have to you have to respect it a little bit.
I agree.
Looks like Mineral Ridge is going to try to go in, but already the Baptiste field pops off, and just immediately he gets picked off, and everyone is going in with their ults, and just it is not looking good for Mineral Ridge right now.
It's Metro out here just cleaning house.
She really is. Insaw and Symmetra and Smoke on this
The Junker Queen
Junker Queen has been
is.
absolutely phenomenal.
I
Both
agree.
both of them have been kind of like doing some of the heavy lifting damage wise for the team, and it's been like really paying off. Looks like somebody's going to try to touch point for Mineral Ridge. We have a Battle Mercy going in, just trying to touch point a little bit, just trying to contest. But I'm not. It looks like
I don't know.
she's living. She killed the other
Oh,
Mercy. Fat tire actually. Oh my god, is this enough to actually take the point back? An absolutely massive tire from Sneaky Turtle, frankly, out of nowhere. Really, again, living up to his name, getting flanks, getting these like pot shots off. But oh my god, no, Ramatra just gets out DPS by the Junker Queen, and it was so close, but it doesn't matter. Saint Xavier takes the first map. Absolutely phenomenal play from both teams. Honestly, the last round was the last map was way closer than I thought it was going to be.
honestly, me too.
It was looking very one-sided there for a very long time in Saint Xavier's favor, and it almost completely turned around and came back. That was very phenomenal work. Insa is just picking up the play of the game here right now, and great first map overall, way closer than I thought it was going to be, and frankly, just very exciting overall. But before we head into our next game, we have a few words from some of our sponsors.
A big thank you to our partners and sponsors: Cleveland Clinic Sports Health, healthcare provider; Concierge, exclusive peripheral provider; Elgato, exclusive streaming device partner; ViewSonic, monitor and display partner; Os- Arista, exclusive network device partner. And if you'd like to check out any more information on our sponsors, please check the links below.
All right, we're gonna get started here with match two very soon. Honestly, great work for match one. I just want to see more of that from both
Me
teams.
too.
Personally, I'm a big oh my god, I already forgot his name. The Saint
Smoke.
Smoke. I'm a big
Yep.
Smoke fan personally. I like watching them play has been phenomenal. Perfect placement, perfect callouts, perfect picks. It has been like it's just knowing exactly where to be and just what their role is as a tank, no matter who they're playing, has been amazing to
And you
see.
can honestly kind of see where they practice on different maps to kind of excel in different like team comps. It looks like they kind of switch it up depending on where they're at.
Definitely, definitely. It's always good to be well versed as a team. It is very clear that Saint Xavier has very well versed, has been a lot of practice, a phenomenal program from them. But Mineral Ridge also has been having quite the showing
They
here.
have been. They've been putting
Not
people
quite
back.
as impressive tank play, if I do say so myself, but like they have been like still like working together. You can see them like being able to call things out, clean things up. Definitely is not being able to adapt as much as Saint Xavier has been, but I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing them like maybe be able to shake some things up a little bit, possibly have some maps they're better on. That it's like it definitely seemed like it was almost one side towards Mineral Ridge in the second point there.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited to maybe see them like actually be able to like show up a little bit more. Like adapt, have maps they're better on, things like that.
I agree.
Hopefully we're able to get to see some star-studded comps from both of these phenomenal programs so far.
Yeah, hopefully from the play it doesn't show because it looks like Saint Xavier on that second map might not have been one of the maps that they're good with. So like it was like, ah, okay,
Definitely,
we'll let him get it.
definitely not. They might have been trying something a little bit new there.
Right.
I personally thought the Sombra pick on that map was a little strange.
I agree.
It's like Sombra has a lot of very good tools, obviously, and like a good Sombra player obviously can do a lot. But like I don't know, like
For that map.
yeah, for that map, like you're gonna be brawling a lot on point there, right? And like choosing a very squishy damage character that is like trying to get flanks, trying to get like more like poke damage when you're brawling on point like that, especially with your Doomfist like on point. I just personally don't think that pick was gonna work out too well for you.
I agree. Who
But
would have you would have chosen on that map if you had to choose?
I think for the comp, I probably would have gone either like a Doomfist or a Ramatra for tank.
Okay.
Supports probably like Brig Lucio, maybe even like I could see like an on that
I
map
could
or a
see that one too.
Moira. Moira is always goes hard there. DP
Especially Moria.
definitely DPS wise, I want to pick either somebody with a little bit of CC. I could see like a May pick. I could see it's like Reaper would always be another good pick. Like some more brawly characters. Maybe also just like something a little higher damage to help support it. Maybe
Soldier would be pretty good too.
yeah,
As far
so
as his mobility, and then he got that heal in it. Yes.
exactly. It's always good for helping you brawl on point, things like that. Maybe even like Genji's always fine on that map. I think we did see
A little bit at the
yeah,
end.
yeah, a little bit. But personally, like somebody like a little bit tankier. Junkrat's also always good. Things like that. Just somebody with like some more high damage, some more like crowd control abilities. Somebody like able to just like stick it on point a little bit
I
more.
agree.
The Symmetra was a phenomenal pick on that map personally, and that honestly I think is what let Mineral Ridge like hold that point for just so
I
long.
agree.
It was
Symmetra setups are really, really good on that map.
they were, and also like having the teleport to get you in faster because
Mhm.
they touched point like it was the
It was
symmetric.
pretty immediately.
It was we were watching Saint Xavier's perspective, and they were just like by the time Saint Xavier got there, they were already completely
Yep.
set up, and I'm like, what happened? There's not even a chance for Saint Xavier to actually like get anything started because like they're gonna go in, they're gonna get shocked with a bunch of damage, they're gonna get poured on by like all of these different cooldown abilities from all the DPS things like that. Just not even close. But it looks like we are taking it to King's Row for our next map. Very exciting. Love this map personally. Looks like St. Xavier starting off in the defense with a Reinhardt, Baptiste, Lucio, Symmetra, and Sojourn.
And we got up a little bit from Mineral Ridge on the attacking side. We got forgot his name.
Sigma,
Sigma. We got
my boy.
Bastion, Reaper, Moira, and I think this is one of the
Yes, I
newer
believe this
healers.
is Lifeweaver.
Nope,
Lifeweaver.
it was the other one. I forgot her name
Um. Oh my God, I did too.
because she was the newest one that they just dropped. Life Reaver was the one before that.
You're right. You're right. Elara.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go. Thank
Elara.
you.
Yes, very excited to actually see her go out. Looks like I love watching tanks on this map just wait perfectly. Like I love. Looks like Sojourn, truly Kuzo on Sojourn. I love Sojourn's mobility, the slide, everything. Like just watching them and getting like I love watching them like pull those shots off, try to charge up for that big shot. Looks like we're seeing some phenomenal Sigma action here right now. Just sitting back, getting your poke damage, holding the fort down for your entire team. Love watching those rocks go off. Just like you have to respect it pretty
Yeah, you
much.
do.
Especially I love watching him just focus the Rhine because like if you get a stun on the Rhine, the entire team's gonna go in and it's all over.
Yep, and I was just gonna say it looks like that. The Sigma is not really a good matchup against Reinhardt on this one. It's more of a charge kind of character.
Definitely, yes. And it looks like it looks like this comp is going to actually work out, at least for the first point. Mineral Ridge seems to be taking it pretty candidly. I love watching you can see just like up in the top right there, Hexa on that Lucio just trying to like peel back. I love when one of the best things you can learn how to do in Overwatch is just know when it's done.
Yep.
Like so many like newer players, so many people just
They
like
want to keep going in and get bloodthirsty, and then they die.
exactly. But Hexa just waited, saw the Reaper flank, just waited for that boop. Absolutely perfect. It makes Reaper waste that cooldown, which is very important to him in his gameplay, and also just like sits there, gets a huge tempo advantage there, which is phenomenal. Looks like we have that grenade going off. Absolutely great tool from Sojourn trying to like wall off a little section, try to get some early poke damage in. And we have a Baptiste ult, but a lot of it just gets completely sucked up by the by the Sigma like
Yeah.
vortex, which is phenomenal.
That was a good team. That was a good play. I do not remember really seen anybody use that before, as far as especially for his ult. I thought it was something that was pretty much unblockable, but that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I was about to say, Sigma Vortex has always been a great counter to Baptiste ults. Like both characters came out around the same time, and I remember like when I was in esports, playing a lot with the two of them together and against each other, and it's looks like we have the Ilara ult going off there, just huge, and oh my god, comboing that with the Bastion ult, huge, honestly.
Nice.
Huge right now, and yeah, Mineral Ridge is going to actually just like pretty handedly take this. It seems like it's always hard to stop somebody on this choke. Like the attackers have a huge advantage there. Hexa trying to get a little bit of poke damage in, get a little bit in, and has to use the sound barrier. I mean, making the most of it while they can, just going in, but it doesn't really matter too much. Looks like Saint Xavier is going to use that as an opportunity to push in, but like you already have wasted one of your most important ults, and you had to use your barrier to help push in after that. I mean, maybe that was the goal because it seems like Hexa just switched off to Ana. Maybe the goal either way was like, well, just go use your ult. We're going to switch you off anyways. Smoke also coming in on Zarya. Absolutely very excited to see that. I love some Zarya right here. It seems like a pretty good choice for this section of the map too right now. Yeah, you have a lot of like chokes that you just like get to sit here like damage is going to be pouring through no matter what. So yeah, you just could sit here, absorb all that damage, build up all of that charge right now.
Shoot it right back at him.
Exactly. You know, you don't want to get in the way of a Zarya having like 50 charge or something like that. And yeah, look at that. Zarya is going to save. Try to save some of the team members. Looks like also they switched off to a Tracer on Saint Xavier. Very interesting pick right now. But honestly, I could see it working out a little bit for them. You have a lot of that, like you have a lot of them all like grouped up, all grouped in together. You can get a lot of like easy poke damage. Also switching off to a Hanzo here. You know, like Hanzo's ult is a great get off me tool for something here, but I don't think you're ever gonna get to it.
Nope,
like you know, like I think that was a very like strange pick because he needs to be sitting back a lot more. He's not going to be on point a lot. Oliver though going in with this solo contest Lucio, and wow, everyone's just trying to touch the point as fast as they can, but it doesn't look like nope. Everyone's just trying to get their smoke, smoke just like going off
doing for the cleanup with the Doomfist,
doing what Doomfist does best, and that's just like go touch, get a few picks in, and then peel right back and just wait for your team. Phenomenal. Actually, I cannot believe they contested with 40 meters left. That is insane right there. Doomfist trying to get smoke going up on, trying to get that flank right now, and just like holding. Frankly, like they know now there's a Doomfist around the corner, and he is kind of charged up. They have to respect that. Though the rock goes off, both tanks stun each other. Barrier is down from Sigma, which is absolutely huge. And yeah, they can see as soon as that barrier comes down, the entire team just pushes in off of that. That is insane. I really wish I could have been there to just hear them calling that out, hear them just yell, all right, barrier down, go in, and like, oh, wow.
We might see a comeback from Saint Xavier. They're pulling off that good team comp they showed us in the last few matches.
They are. Saint Xavier is like really showing up on this last choke. I mean, defenders do have a huge advantage here, so it's not too big of a surprise. But I mean, like they saved it with barely any time left.
Literally just a corner left.
I want to talk about inside church getting some like great marks here right now. Was able to get a few pot shots in on that Reaper here, forcing them to peel back and forcing those forcing those supports to use those resources early on. Looks like we got the stun off. Both the tanks just keep stunning each other, and they just keep trading rocks and punches back and forth. Oh, looks like Sneaky Turtle has that first Reaper pick in, and it looks like we're going to see Doomfist going in, stunning Bastion mid-ult. Wow. But now, oh my god, gets the turret, and wow. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Oh, that is insane. I mean, Insa's gonna get play right there. Like I'm certain about it. And wow, this shakeup right at the very end. You couldn't have pulled this out before. Like
right.
You just had to bring it down to the wire for us. Like, look, oh man,
they showed us that the last time.
Exactly.
They just kind of gotta get them where they want them.
Exactly. I was fully ready to call it.
Me too.
And, oh man, you know, like we were talking about, like not being able to see those Hanzo ults, but we've seen two of them go off so far. Like this is insane comeback right now from Saint Xavier right now. Both and like again here though, barriers, Sigma barrier. No, Smoke accidentally launches themselves off, and it looks like the entire. A mineral ridge is going in after that. We can see a Sigma ult go off. Oh my god! And they're just getting pick after pick after that. Once the tank comes down, once the tank is down, like the entire team is just like easy money. It's free picking. Smoke coming back into the fight, and it looks like we have dragons going off, just forcing the team off the point. Honestly, like that's what I was trying to like bring up when they first switched to Hanzo. I didn't think it was going to be enough, but wow, it looks like Smoke managed to get back in with just enough time, and it just like, man, using that CC phenomenally, pushing them back. And then again, what I love about him is just doesn't go in for any extra, just takes exactly what he needs. It looks like he's going to try to stun the Moira right out of their ult. Man, this is like really just keeping the enemy team at bay, using his cooldowns very effectively. And look, oh my wow.
Perfect snipe.
I was mid on like another tangent, but that shut me right up. Like Insa just been like showing phenomenal shots on these characters. If you've like every time we've been on Insa, he has seen somebody on a flank that's been like not very visible. I want to clarify too. It's been like pretty well hidden, and then he like is able to get at least a couple of shots on them, which is like takes them down to pretty low health, which is phenomenal. Sigma tried to stun Hanzo mid ult, but just barely mistimed the rock. And wow, I can't believe this. I'm saying this, but Saint Xavier holds
Oh,
them off
wow.
at 69, 89 meters. Nice.
That was a nice comeback from the Saint Xavier.
Absolutely phenomenal. I was fully ready to call it
Me
towards
too.
Mineral Ridge. I was fully ready to be like, all right, Mineral Ridge takes the first 3
Yep.
points. Let's and like fully ready for it. But it looks like that Saint Xavier was like just able to pull that back, and it, like it doesn't being able to stop. Obviously, you still have to get to the third choke, which
Right.
is not the easiest thing to do. But it seems that they don't have that much to work with, to push after they get to that third choke. They like really like being able to stop them at like pretty much
Right there.
right before the corner, like it, because once you peel around that corner, that's when the defenders start getting a huge advantage, right? But like being able to stop them at that corner, it's gonna give like Mineral Ridge isn't gonna have as big of an advantage as Saint Xavier actually had there. Speaking of Mineral Ridge, we're seeing a Zarya, Torbjorn, Junkrat, Mercy, and Baptiste from them. Very interesting
You
comp.
switch off Zero and Saint Xavier. We got Life Weaver in there, and then we got May as a switch out as well. And I think Lucio. I don't know if he was in there last time, but
He was for a little bit.
Okay.
Hex was on Lucio for a little bit. Seeing some Torbjorn, seeing some switching ups on their own, but it seems like Smoke is just he is on that Reinhardt. I mean Reinhardt is phenomenal on this first push.
we got Enzo back with the Symmetra, so we're gonna see what he pops out this time.
Exactly. Very. Insa's been like I've been talking about Smoke on Tank, but Insa's been doing a phenomenal
job as an attacker.
phenomenal. Every time they're on DPS, has been doing wonders. Symmetra trying to get that teleporter up, and the entire team goes in right behind them. Oh no, actually, it looks like some of the
Lucio all going off and just trying to help him out.
definitely. We have that immortality field up from Baptiste, from Oliver right there, which is going to save the team. And Insa just pulling it, just getting all that charge they need. Doesn't even care about the bubble because it's not going to matter if she's charged up if she's dead. And yet that a team kill right off the bat. Wow, phenomenal work. Insa just pouring on the damage. It has been, frankly, all day.
Honestly.
Between the two, I also want to talk about Truly Kuzo though. They've been doing some phenomenal work, like getting a lot of using a lot of, especially on May right here, getting a lot of that CC to their advantage. Looks like we're switching off on Mineral Ridge to a Ramatra, trying to get a little bit more poke damage in. Trying to play a little bit more back. Like you're not going to win that brawl on the point. They found that out very early on.
They did. But I like it. They're strategically trying to adjust to their surroundings, trying to, impart some of that they didn't really in the beginning. It seemed like they were just playing to their strengths, but it looks like they're switching it up a little bit.
Exactly. You always want to adjust a little bit. Looks like they're. I love seeing these walls go off. Just to, like give Saint Xavier a little bit of time to like breathe. Essentially, Mineral Ridge is going to pour down a bunch of damage here, and like those May walls are not trying to wall off somebody as much as they're just like extra barriers. It gives Reinhardt some time to recharge his barrier, and it looks like it's all paying off for him. Yes, Symmetra just getting fully charged up. I don't think I've ever seen Symmetra take off that let off that left click.
I don't think so either.
Once I can imagine that once who I presume Smoke says push, I can imagine Symmetra Insta just holding the left click there is no other no thoughts head empty, just pressing W and M1, and it is paying off. Looks like they're switching off to a Pharah on Mineral Ridge to try to contest this a little bit. Neither of the DPS on Saint Xavier, or anybody on Saint Xavier, except maybe Oliver, is going to have a hard time actually contesting a Pharah right now. And we'll actually see if Oliver's aim is good enough to do so right here.
It looks like they were almost dead until then.
Definitely, yeah. Sound Barrier coming in clutch, one of the best ults in the game. A staple of Goat's comp, which is just stacking all the best ults all together. I'm glad that's gone now. But man, still phenomenal where it is now. Smoke again, showing us what it means to peel back, showing us knowing okay, we just claimed the point. I don't need to push forward because my spawn's right there now. There's no need for us to stagger the team, and they have 5 minutes to work with on this point. That's absurd. That's huge right now. Looks like Sneaky Turtle's also switched off to a Soldier here. Looks like the Soldier Pharah comp is going to try to get some damage early off. Try to just out damage from above. Again,
try to get a little bit of mix up in there, trying to divert their attention.
Exactly. Smoke is down right now, and the entire team was antied. But it looks like that. Oh my God, that May ult, the Baptiste with the May ult. That's gonna be 4 or 5 kills, and wow, this is going to be Mineral Ridge has maybe one good contest left in them, maybe.
We'll see what they do in this last push.
Exactly. Let's see what happens.
Oh, and Vero
Oliver
down.
taking off the Pharah. Just I was maybe before I start talking about somebody's aim, I should actually take a look at it because like that was just very easy, just 1-2 click.
It
Like
was.
oh man, and it looks like Smoke is just on point with again inside just WM1ing. I don't see any other thoughts going on. Getting some turret set up, get some damage early off on the spawn, but it looks like this is going to go to Saint Xavier
Yep.
here very
Very
easily.
nice.
No comeback for Mineral Ridge like they had for St. Xavier, but still a phenomenal hold early on. This is either going to Insa for that Hanzo play or truly Kuzo for that wall at the
Oh,
end.
into.
And
Yep,
called it.
you did.
I mean, this was just phenomenal. Just like not only having the dragons going off, but with the two like it wasn't even the dragons that got the kills. Those dragons got 1 kill, crit, like phenomenal, and then it just finishes that off the flanking. Phenomenal work from St. Xavier there, going up 2-0, but actually a very close match so far. But before we head into the next match, I would like to give a big thank you to some of our sponsors here. Cleveland Clinic Sports Health are your healthcare provider. Corsair, our exclusive peripheral provider. Elgato, exclusive streaming device partner. ViewSonic, monitor and display partner. And Arista, our exclusive network device partner. If you'd like to check out any more information on any of our sponsors, click the links down below. A phenomenal play from both. I'm still kind of reeling from Saint Xavier
Me
coming
too.
back on that defense. That was like, and that not only coming back on defense, but then like very handedly like cleaning up the attack. There was really like no time where Mineral Ridge actually had a hold on
I
them
agree.
at all.
I think the only time that I guess they made it seem like they did because they got to that ending point and then
It
they pulled
was
out the Doomfist and changed up the whole game.
exactly. Yes. Yeah. Mineral Ridge when they were on attack, just like it was not even like really handedly sweeping. I want to say like they were doing well. They were doing significantly better than like they did on defense, obviously.
Yeah.
But like Mineral Ridge, was or Saint Xavier was still able to hold them off fairly well and like still like buying a lot of time. But then it was just like barely, almost not enough. There's this much left, and then like instantly Smoke came out and the Doomfist cleared the entire point off. It was using those CC abilities to his advantage, and like Insa also I want to talk about landing perfect shot after shot with Hanzo. Every single time we went on Insa's point of view, I was like I was impressed personally. I could not imagine.
Both.
I it's just like every single time he'd like catch someone out of the corner of the like I'd completely miss it. I would like who was on the screen, and I would just see him flick over and
Yep.
it just and I'm like wow, like I was thoroughly impressed by both teams' gameplay there. Honestly, like Mineral Ridge still also had a very impressive showing.
They did.
On defense, they were not looking too hot. They were
Yeah.
they kind of sloppy there a little bit. They really I really think that like they need to tighten up the defense a little bit more. They were just like I don't want they weren't getting flanked quite,
I think
but
they were just choking a lot because it was a lot of pressure. They didn't really
definitely
know how to adjust to that pressure. So
definitely they I just towards the end there too also they were just like they had all the archers built up, and like once you're behind, it's really like once you're already that far behind, it's really hard to push ahead because you're gonna be okay, like we need to switch off to C and to try some new team comps and things like that, but then you're wasting your ult charge that you've spent all game building up.
Yep.
And you're for something that might not even work out too well, and that's honestly exactly what we saw there.
Pretty much.
We saw the DPS shaking it up, and it's just like it wasn't really panning out. Like when they switched off to far, I was like, oh, they're trying to counterplay a little bit. We're trying to get like Saint Xavier doesn't have any DPS that can really take out a Pharah too well. They have one hit scan, but it's just Baptiste. They'll be fine. No, like Oliver just like took out that Pharah very handedly.
I was gonna say
we
didn't think any until it happened.
Exactly. It was like right at the end, like we switched Oliver's point of view, and it was just like again catches the Pharah out of the corner of the eye. I'm willing to bet that like the one thing I would always love to hear is their team comms, because I think that's a very important part of Overwatch.
I agree.
And like how much of this is somebody catching out of the corner of their eye, or how much of this is there's far on my top left, go check it out, like things like that. And being able to call out positions, call out call out targets, call out picks, things like Saint Xavier, when Mineral Ridge had a Sigma, was able to call out exactly when that Sigma barrier was down. We could see that push in near instantly. Maybe we'll even actually see it again this time, because it looks like Mineral Ridge is running it back with Sigma, Bastion, May, Mercy, and
And
Lifeweaver.
it looks like we got Saint Xavier with a fairly new team. You know, with we got the Lucio coming back, and we got the Sojourn, but we also got an Echo. We got Zenyatta, and we also have a bit of a
Road.
Roadhog.
I haven't seen Roadhog in a hot
Me
minute, so
neither.
this is going to be very exciting. I'm very excited to see Smoke on Roadhog. It's just like every tank they've shown
I
up on
agree.
today has been downright impressive,
Look,
and
I'm excited to see how Ensa plays Echo because Echo's a really, really good DPS. So
they are, and we like Insa's have been doing phenomenal work so far. So I'm very excited to see this. It looks like we're getting some early picks. Echo was just instantly stunned by the rock, and just some early damage pouring on from Mineral Ridge, but it doesn't actually look. Saint Xavier is able to push them back a little bit. Insa, I like what she's doing here. She's not trying to. She's just sticking low, trying to
kind of
get.
sticking behind her tank.
Yeah, getting some early poke damage. There's no reason for her to go in yet. Building ult chargers is like one of Echo's best tools, personally. Like, and it looks like Saint Xavier is being pushed back a little bit by Mineral Ridge. Like, this Bastion on the point is just like walling off with damage. It looks like Smoke is actually switching off to Winston. I really like this switch early on, just realizing, all right, this isn't working.
Yep. They seem like they try to do that pretty early, is figure out what works and what if it doesn't, we switch, and then we'll keep playing throughout the game.
Exactly, and it looks like this is going to. Oh my god! Okay, Smoke was going for that health pack there, but Sigma Matrox just like instantly stole it from him, and that was honestly like kind of heart wrenching to see. Looks like we have Oliver though trying to push everyone back as well. Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Wow, and we still have somebody on the point, but it's right now like a 4v1. It's not looking good for them. All right, let's see. Looks like we have Smoke coming back on point, though. I love just instantly popping the bubble on point. I love this. Just very calm, just waiting. There's no reason. It's just popping the bubble on point, helping us push a little bit more. There's no reason for me to fully commit and dive in yet.
I was gonna say, I think one of the best things that they have as a team comp is their patience, because they wait and they see what their opponents are gonna do, and then they execute.
And definitely, Truly Kuzo is also on a Tracer right now and getting a lot of that early poke damage. I think Tracer is one of the characters that like whenever a good Tracer is on screen, they go very unsung because it's all about like it's not about getting picks as much as it is getting like just small poke damage. You're not actually trying to do like you're not initiating the fight as much as you are just like
Diverting the attention.
Yeah, helping clean up, help.
Damage.
Yeah, you know, make it like making them waste resources early on. It looks like Saint Xavier is still going to just try pushing. They do have smokes all coming up soon, and a sleep very early on the Bastion, but that is gonna they're just going to be woken up very instantly. Looks like Insta just again trying to get a little bit of poke damage. You're not really going to do too much here, you know. Trying to maybe build up that ult charge a little bit, get a pick when you can, but like not really like going too heavy for them. Just kind of like
Just kind of hanging back, you know.
exactly. Looks like though that this sneaky turtle on the point is going to kind of clean up whatever they can. And Insa though actually is now going in for it, now trying to go very ham right now. Gets 3 picks right there, takes off both the supports, almost has their ult online too. It looks like, and it takes off the tank. Insa is actually kind of going ham right now.
Looks like Saint Xavier's almost got all their ults.
Definitely, and Mineral Ridge blew a lot of ults there. They used the Lifeweaver tree very early on, Bastion ult. They used the May ult to initiate that fight, and it looks like they are going to. Oh, I love Lifeweaver's ability to pull someone back. Like that Bastion was easily overextending, and just as an old support man before I started on tank a lot, just like having an overextending DPS, just being able to actually yoink them back is a phenomenal tool. It looks like I get this feeling that Insa is going to try to initiate the fight with this ult. That's just like something I can something that I think personally would swing it very early on in their advantage. But then again, we will. Oh yeah, I was right. Insa popped it off and just instantly diverted the attention from the Bastion, which is great. Now Smoke is just going to go in and just try to disrupt the team, clean up the house right now, which is exactly what they are doing. They are currently in a room enclosed with or in a room with just a May, but you know they have help. They have their Reaper to help out. You know, and yeah, it looks like wow, this choke actually went very handily towards Saint Xavier on the attack, even though Mineral Ridge was putting up a really good fight very early on. I love this flank from Reaper where he's not actually like trying to he was very patiently waiting.
Yeah.
He was not get
He wasn't going in too fast, and he wasn't like getting trigger happy.
yeah, you could see the pings going up too, where he was just like calling out where they are on the
Mhm.
other side of the wall, so that so that Saint Xavier can just prepare for it, which has been phenomenal and like worked out really well for them. Reaper is like, a lot of Reaper is a very loud character, obviously, but
Mhm.
also just has like
He can be
great.
used as a scout.
Exactly, great stealth options, which is exactly what we're seeing here from Truly Kuzo. Some phenomenal work going off right now, and it looks like I think this Death Blossom is going to be either like the closer or the initiator to the fight. Like we're not going to see we're not going to see too much go off after that. Looks like we have the Tree of Life coming off. I feel like Reaper was about Death Blossom there, but
I was like,
I think he saw the tree and it's like it's not happening.
he was gonna do his ult, and then he was like,
Oh well, let's maybe
wait.
let's hold off for a second. There's no reason. Again,
Yeah.
very patient from Saint Xavier right now, which is
Honestly,
something.
didn't even need it. It looks like they took out most of the team without it.
Honestly, yeah, there's like again Saint Xavier being very patient, holding their advantage as long as they can. Looks like Mineral Ridge is switching off to a Junker Queen,
Okay.
and Saint Xavier already almost has a second Primal Rage up, which is huge. It's great all right now, especially on like a part of point like this. And we see Truly Kuzo going in, just disrupting the team. Phenomenal. And though gets caught in the May ult, this is not looking good for him. But that's okay.
Especially to trade off that the Lucio ult that he's used.
Exactly. But I mean, I would trade Lucio ult for a team wipe, which is exactly what happened here. That Lucio ult saved the team and just instantly brought it back around for Saint Xavier. Saint Xavier takes the first first round very handedly right there. 3-0, but only 2 minutes remaining. It's not too hard to come back. And Mineral Ridge did hold very well on that first point for quite some time. So I'm very excited to actually see them maybe come back on attack. Though every single time they do better on defense than attack, it always seems like. I mean, like even like going to Injong, the first the time we saw them doing the best was when they got to the point first and just held down and defended there. Like it seems like they're a big defense team, and honestly, like it doesn't. That's nice and all. That always helps, but like
you gotta be able to do both.
Exactly. It's not going to help out too much if you're because when it gets switched to attack you, you're screwed. Like, we might be seeing that once again here. Looks like we're seeing Truly Kuzo on Hanzo this time, but Insa is on Ashe, another sniper character. Looking forward to seeing him go off again.
Me too. I personally am I'm a huge fan of her, especially like with her ult. I love Bob.
Who doesn't?
Really good for cleanup, especially because she just sends him out. She doesn't have to be anywhere nearby. She just sends him out and he goes.
Exactly. It gives your team a second tank, and back in Overwatch 1 it wasn't exactly as useful, but like now that you only have each team only has one tank, is very good. We're also seeing from Saint Xavier's side a smoke on Sigma. Very excited to see him play Sigma here, and instantly getting the rock off too. And then Oliver on Baptiste and Hexa on Zenyatta. Zenyatta's always been a very weird support to me, almost playing more as a DPS than a support.
Yeah.
And Insa just instantly takes Pharah out. Just phenomenal, and instantly also takes out the Orisa, just getting shot after shot, calling out these just wow. That
good team comp.
Insane.
Good team comp from Insa and Hexa.
Honestly, they're both like going off very well. Just like Insa just
sniping.
Exactly. Also, like when Insa knows when to peel back and reload. One thing that is actually like kind of interesting with Ashe is like you do have a very long reload time compared to most heroes. Like it's huge, and something I always notice when I'm playing Ashe. But like Insa just knows when to peel back. Also calling out those shots because Hexa cleans up the Orisa that Sigma was just Insa was just piling down. I think every pick so far has either been like an assist or just like straight Insa because they already have their ult.
Yep.
just like already right off the bat.
And it's not looking good here for Mineral Ridge at all.
It's not. They are
had a few switches coming in.
Saint Xavier is just in their spawn. It is a horror. This is a massacre. I honestly, I kind of hope there's a Bob Sten into the spawn, but you know, like personally, I like as much as I would love to see that, it looks like Saint Xavier is going to hold off and make the correct play, which is what we like. Personally, I'm here to see good gameplay. I don't know about you guys, but I love this. Just tossing the Dominite under
That
the ash, just waiting for it to happen, like waiting for her to pop. These ults going off from Saint Xavier are just gonna hold. We're also seeing a lot of ults from Mineral Ridge, just
mhm.
trying to get a desperate hold on the point, but
Oh, and Bob balling out there too.
it's not really going to help out because again, like you're already held back so much, and you're
Yeah,
using all of these resources and ults just to get out there. Like
yeah. Mind you, the people that are outside probably already have them, which they probably didn't know until they just used all of
exactly.
them.
It's yeah, you're using all of these ults just to get out there, and it's like okay, cool. You're gonna get you're
Maybe a
gonna get
second to get
exactly.
out there, but
You're gonna push the payload a little bit. You'll get out there a little bit, but like it's what's it gonna matter when they can just like you're struggling with range damage anyways. Just gonna come back and pile this all back right back on again. Oh, but
Mhm.
it looks like Truly Kuzo actually got caught on a flank here, but that nade was huge. While like healing up Truly Kuzo and anti-ing the Mei right there is phenomenal. A huge anti there. Willing to bet that Truly Kuzo just called out to Hexa like I need something now, and like needs one of the best resources. Gets that right angle on there again. Also like walling off that like taking Mei from one of their best resources, which is her own healing, is great right there. Phenomenal. God, every time Insta lands a shot, I'm just like, how? Even if it's not like a crit or anything, it's just like how did they land that?
Man.
Like, like phenomenal work from them. Looks like we have a Mineral Ridge switch off to a Junkrat, which does have a tire up right now, which is again like Junkrat just flying through the air and just like lands that shot like it's nothing. Just and gets off huge damage with the dynamite on the tree. Bob is already back up. We just saw Bob not too long ago, and they're
Got a few
already
ults from
back
Saint
up.
Xavier here.
Yeah, Saint Xavier, honestly, it seems like they're just trying to clean this up
Yep.
right now, which I don't blame them. Like they only have 20 seconds that they need to hold. Lifeweaver gonna try to throw that. It looks like Saint Xavier is using Lifeweaver's little like platform better than Mineral Ridge was right there.
And we got the Hanzo ult.
Yeah, just forces
Just
them to use a choke that they do not want to be using right now.
oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god. That was bad. That was just you didn't have to do that,
He
man.
didn't.
That was you didn't have to do that. Saint Xavier, wow, it was looking really close early on, but
It
Saint
did.
Xavier takes the match fully. It just like showing that oh my god, this is
And
gonna
he
be
ends up back with the player of the game, of course.
exactly, of course. Oh yes, oh my god, this was just
Phenomenal.
throws Bob out there, and again like I don't think I saw a single time where they missed their dynamite. Like when they were trying to shoot it, I did not see them miss it
Me neither.
once. Phenomenal work from them, and phenomenal work from both teams. Though I'm actually really excited to see Mineral Ridge a bit early on, and even more excited to see Saint Xavier. I will be looking out for Smoke and Insa in the future.
Me too.
But before we take off, I just want to give one last huge, big thank you to our sponsors: Cleveland Clinic Sports Health, our healthcare provider; Corsair, our exclusive peripheral provider; Elgato, our exclusive streaming device partner; ViewSonic, our monitor and display partner; Arista, our exclusive network device partner. If you would like to check out any more information about these sponsors, we got some links down below for you to go click on. Phenomenal work from both teams,
It
honestly.
was.
I mean Saint Xavier obviously like we talked about them a lot and their players a lot because they were just like showing up.
Yep.
They
They
had
were cleaning house.
they were, but like I do also want to talk about Mineral Ridge was doing some excellent work over there.
I agree.
I'm actually really excited to see them early on in the season. Or later on in the season. Hopefully like it's more even matches going as we get some records actually more panned out. But honestly, I'm even more excited. I'm just like I'm gonna have to write them down after this because I have some people to look out for later in
Yeah.
the season. And I hope you guys have some people to look out for too later on. It's been a phenomenal match today and a phenomenal stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be catching you guys same time here next week.